I love what Bobby talks about when he says he wants to end subsidies. Part of the reason Smithfield could do that is because they get subsidized.
Right.
And when you have Smithfield subsidized, or when you have Monsanto subsidized, or when you have a pharmaceutical company subsidized, or when you have oil companies subsidized, there's no true free market capitalism. So we can't actually,
Exactly.
so we can't actually know. Like, they probably, if they weren't subsidized, they probably couldn't have dropped their thing to 2 cents a pound. That just doesn't make sense. But if you have real capitalism, it could restore us.
And because of lobby efforts and you scratch my back, I'll scratch yours, it becomes they privatize the gains and they socialize the losses. That is not capitalism.
Right.
That sounds a little bit more like, kleptocracy. And I think Bobby uses that word as well, corporate kleptocracy.
Meaning corporations are stealing from us. In case people don't know that word, because not everybody, it's a made up word.
That's right. That's right. And it's a confiscation scheme. And I know, Aaron, you've talked a little bit about this too, where the government is kind of the middleman. Yeah. And they print these trillions and trillions of dollars, which they've now amassed up to 34 point something trillion. They're actually incurring $1 trillion of debt every 100 days. It's untenable as it is incomprehensible. And yet, where did that money go? That's a burden that's being placed on future generations, our children, our grandchildren, and frankly on us too. But I'm more worried about my family and my children and my grandchildren and the burden that they're going to bear, and the fact that they've been essentially, as I said before, feudalized and being turned more into chattel and guinea pigs than to be able to earn to enjoy the fruits of their own labor. Their labor will be paying for the riches derived by Smithfield Foods and by Monsanto for extracting the wealth out of the system at the expense of and again using the government as the middleman to send that wealth over there. And so the system has gotten deeply corrupted. And the amazing thing to me, and I've said this before, guys, is that Bobby Kennedy is the one man. He's done more for the average American and for Americans in all walks of life than any human being I've ever known.
Yeah.
Is there anyone else who's done more, who's fought the fight that he has, Jacqueline? I don't think so. How is the conspiracy working against him that would have people think otherwise, that the one man who's there to fight for them is being labeled a conspiracist by the real conspirators?